police attacked the protesters. And then at some point after that, the army came in and fought with the police. Is that what happened?
Okay, that's not the story I heard. The story I heard was since May 1st, that there was crackdowns on the May 1st protests. Throughout the month of May, there was a lot of people were very upset about the fascist kind of things that the leader of the country. It's supposed to be a democratic country, but he's acting like a dictatorship. There's some secular issues where the people, I guess the country was actually founded on secularism. The founder of the country, somebody just explained to me, founded it on separation of church and state kind of thing. But now the leader of the country is imposing like Islamic law on the people. And then one little boy told me you can't kiss, you can't buy alcohol after a certain time. When they have protests, all the protesters are tear gassed. I'm told that there's a long tradition of protest in the country, and a lot of the songs that you'll be hearing people sing are protest songs that have been handed down through generations. And last night at the event every person was singing every word of every song, and it was all in Turkish. It was really beautiful. So what happened was there's the park, Gezi Park. It's one of the very last green spaces, one of the last places where there's trees, where you could go and sit down and rest under the trees. One little boy had a sign about saving the trees.
Right.
And then they went and tear down the park and make a shopping mall. And the people are saying that it's not even about the park. The park was the straw that broke the camel's back. So basically they decided, no, you're not going to make this mall, we're going to occupy. And they used the word occupy Gezi. They brought tents. They said, we're staying, we're not moving. And then the authorities said, if you don't move, we will kill you. And they meant it, and they did it.
Okay.
So they killed like 40 people. And right now I'm hearing reports that now they've run out of tear gas. I don't know if this is true or not, but they've run out of tear gas and they're using Agent Orange now. And then one person I mentioned Agent Orange, she said, I don't know what that is. And then she said, oh yes, orange gas. Yes, they're using orange gas.
Shit. I'm surprised there's any left after Vietnam. Monsanto is still making that shit?
I'm sure the Monsanto is still. Fuck Monsanto. Hashtag fuck Monsanto.
Indeed.
Yes. So
I'm sure it's, especially if that's true, that it's probably the corporations pushing the governments and just grabbing for money so they can have a strip mall or whatever business expansion. It's probably not just that. I'm sure there's other stuff. And as you said, I know there's been a lot of protests going back decades and decades.
Yeah. So basically, what the people are calling for a regime change. So this is actually a revolution that the people are demanding.
Okay. So. Thanks. I didn't have a sign set for this, but I brought the speaker. So awesome. I'm going to try and catch on to what they're chanting and see
Most
if I can join them.
Most of the chants last night.
And then I'll have to head over to Bradley. I'll just walk back and forth.
There were a lot of chants last night.
I'll do outreach.
There was only one English chant. It was, we people united, we never be divided. That was the only English
Divided?
chant. We people united, we never be divided.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Okay, so there was this typo on a chant paper right when we were starting Occupy, and it said, the people united will never be divided. Until that point, we were all chanting, the people united will never be defeated. Now, if you think about it, uniting the people, allowing you to overcome your enemy so that you're never defeated makes sense. But if you're united, then you're not divided. So you're united, so you're not divided. So what? That makes no sense. It's a freaking typo. And so I make every effort to try and get that changed. So yeah, if that one comes up, I'll probably be a little different on the speaker.
Well, that was the only one in English that I heard.
We can come up with some.
Yeah.
And I liked the one they were saying about Tazib. No, did I say that right, sir?
Tayyip.
Tayyip. Tayyip. Up yours, Tayyip. Okay.
Well, I'm just getting to Occupy Gezi down myself.
Right on.
This is the hashtag, you guys. There's several other hashtags, but this one is the easiest one for English speakers to remember. They have the same thing in Turkish, but I can't remember how to spell it.
I should make. Do they had flyers, right? I'm gonna go try and find a flyer.
Okay.
I'll catch up with you guys in a little bit. It'll make my broadcasting more effective if I know what I'm talking about.
For sure, for sure.
Oh, by the way, I just heard the news on CNN.
Uh-huh.
It just states that Turkish Riot Police is actually deploying orange agents against protesters, which is actually strictly banned by you.
So this is confirmed by CNN?
Yeah, it's on CNN actually. I can show you the. It says, if you can look at CNN, I report Turkish Riot Police starts using orange agent orange.
Okay, so this is a citizen report saying that.
I'm not sure who reported it actually.
Okay.
But,
yeah. So our report, I think, is from a citizen, like a person would tell CNN.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, Monsanto made that product, the Agent Orange. So there's a big movement to against Monsanto. So that's another reason to boycott GMO food.
No, I agreed absolutely.
Yeah.
It's just insane, to be honest.
Wow. Okay. So there you have it. CNN is saying that Agent Orange was actually
what I
being
just want to
used.
share with the world.
Awesome. Thank you. Can I see your sign? What does it say here?
Right here?
Yeah.
Shoulder to shoulder
Yeah,
against
shoulders against
fascism.
fascism. Yeah, shoulder to shoulder against fascism.
Well, what kind of fascist things are happening?
Just like
We have one fascist puppet administration since 2002 that's been restricting human rights increasingly, and the people have had enough. This is what we're protesting. We're protesting. We're protesting against ethnic segregationism. We're protesting against war. We're protesting for women's rights and all human rights.
So this is the first I'm hearing about ethnic segregationism. Can you tell us a little bit more of what's happening with that?
There's a lot on social media. Erdogan is provoking all the ethnic groups to fight against each other, but the people resist. We stand in solidarity. We will not fight one another.
That's beautiful. Thank you.
Thank you.
Can I see your sign? So here's the other hashtag I was telling you guys about. Well, the one that I said is the easy one is Occupy Gezi. It's Occupy Gezi. And then this is in Turkish, the same thing. It's hashtag DIRENGEZIPARKI. So it's basically Occupy Gezi in Turkish.
it is to resist against the government, resist against the crimes that they are doing. The police is doing that, and this is to stand behind them.
What do you think is the worst thing that's happening there?
So they are using orange bombs, orange gas capsules, which is actually banned in the European Union.
Uh-huh.
So they ran out of all these tear bombs. Now they moved on to orange bombs. So if that capsule just hits you, it's almost like a weapon to your head. So there are people who got wounded by them. And the worst comes to worst would be using real weapons against its own nation, which is the ultimate story that nobody wants to happen. Nobody wants to have a fight that much, but the police is doing this. And who's ordering the police?
Yeah, for sure. Do you think it will escalate? Do you think it will get worse?
Tonight is important. Tonight.
What do you think is going to happen tonight?
Tonight, it could be determined tonight.
Or tonight is right now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they are protesting. Ankara, Istanbul,
Uh-huh.
Izmir, everybody's there. Everybody's protesting against them. Everybody's on the streets. My friends are there. So to support them. Say that we are standing by you. Stay strong.
Thank you. Bye.
Just listening.
Oh, okay. If you
No, I don't want to be interviewed.
Okay. All right. Awesome. How many people are here? Let me take a look. I haven't really been paying attention to the crowd size. There was about 100 earlier, but it seems like people keep coming and coming. People are even still arriving now. Maybe. How many people do you think are here?
I didn't count. I just got here.
I'm guessing.
A couple hundred?
Yeah. I think maybe 125.
Yeah, that sounds pretty good. You have audio?
Sky's audio is down. Let me see if I can find Sky. Have you seen Sky?
No.
Okay.
Is he here?
Yeah, they're telling me that his audio is muted. Oh, he's across the street. I'll go. Okay, he's over. Sky Cross Exposed is over at the Bradley Manning action across the street. I'm gonna go over. For you who have just tuned into the stream, we're here at 11,000 Wilshire Boulevard in Los Angeles. We're at the corner of Wilshire and Veteran. Over here is the solidarity with Istanbul, Turkey. And then on the other corner over here is the Bradley Manning support. So the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's about 20 people here. So Cross Exposed is over here at the Bradley Manning action. Sky! Your audio is out.
My audio is out?
Yeah.
No, my video is out.
Oh, Joe Flores told me that
My audio is out now?
yeah.
chaos to a wrap, you know? This kind of crazy stuff.
Oh!
Folks, I'm gonna
I have tape on my shoe and I can't get it off.
We had the video down for a bit there because I was interviewing the organizers who didn't want to be on camera. But I'm going to stop the feed here and archive and then go back on. It said that the audio is up, so...
Well,
this is probably the video.
someone else is telling you audio fine.
Yeah, it was the video because I was covering up the camera lens.
Oh, okay.
What was that cop's name?
The Veterans Affairs cop. He's saying that the material couldn't be leaned on the memorial, and then he was talking about how the Veterans Affairs Police and the Veterans Affairs are trying to help veterans who are homeless and get housing. Well, I can't talk about that, but I mean it's not the LAPD.
But have you heard
Hey! Yeah, on the Daily Show bits, where I'm talking about
the VA.
Did you come for both actions? Did two and one today?
Yeah. Well, the last time I was here on an action, I think this location. I think the last time I was at this location, it was a 2-in-1 also. It was was it Syria if I recall correctly? But it was two sides of the same thing.
Okay.
Basically opposing each other. It was very interesting. They actually agreed on almost everything, but didn't realize that they agreed on almost everything because they had something that was dividing them.
Yeah.
It happens sometimes. In this case, they seem to be two unrelated actions, which is interesting. Well, unrelated in a sense, but
they are, like, Bradley Mounting is related to what's happening there because